Welcome to NewsBeast. Today we're talking about Amazon's fight with independent booksellers over a coupon discount they offered this weekend. But first, let's do our cheats. Paula, welcome to the show. What are you excited about?
I'm very, well, I'm not going to say I'm excited, but I'm interested in the fact that fewer people are getting married. Marriages in the U.S. are at an all-time low.
And why is that? Are there theories for this?
What's the point of getting married?
Health insurance, children, a stable family unit. I feel like I could think of tax credit.
The thing is, you can get
love.
No. You can be in love. You can have children. You can make a living. You can have a mortgage. You can do all those things without being married.
Paula, what's that? I feel like I see a ring on your finger.
Yes, I see a ring.
Why are you? Only because it doesn't come off.
It's stuck there. No. Well, the interesting thing, actually, I think about the whole thing is that even though fewer people are getting married, Pew, who came out with the study, also did this survey that said
so many of these things.
I know, Pew's very into whatever. Anyway, said something like 4 in 10 people feel like marriage is obsolete.
Interesting.
But yet 60% really want to get married one day.
But is everyone just cohabitating now, or?
They're cohabitating, they're single parents, they're putting things off, you know, they're putting marriage off.
Is there a feeling that maybe this is cyclical, or is it a one direction? Is marriage just going to die eventually?
There's no, I mean, people don't exactly know
Did the gays kill marriage? Is that what this comes down to?
It's all very morose. We're killing marriage here at Newsweek Daily.
The gay penguins killed marriage.
Yes, the gay penguins. All right.
I don't know.
Lucas, what's your cheat? What are you excited about?
Facebook is trying to help stop suicides.
Oh, that's nice.
Which is very admirable. Another very happy subject here today.
In advance of the IPO, they'd like fewer people to die on their hands.
Exactly. Yeah, I think this is a real kind of big brother step for Facebook. They're making sure that every aspect of our life is now they're helping out in some way.
Big brother usually has negative connotations.
Well, I'm not saying it's a negative, but I'm just saying it's another step of Facebook kind of trying to influence.
Someone should explain how it works.
Yes.
So basically, it's a system.
You go online.
And
say you're going to commit suicide.
Exactly.
And your friends say don't.
And they know, and they direct you to a hotline, or they direct your account to a hotline, and then.
Oh well, that hardly seems like a Big Brother thing to me. That seems like a basic.
Well, but people say all kinds of things on Facebook, and so all of a sudden, whatever you say on Facebook could be.
Is there any story sadder than when you see and there's one every few weeks where a little girl typically goes online and she tweets or she posts things on Facebook saying that she's going to die and she's miserable. And there was one just recently where she was actually live tweeting her efforts to commit suicide, which were ultimately successful. There is nothing sadder than this.
Eek.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's awful. So I think if Facebook is going to direct, or Twitter,
if people are going on saying they're going to kill themselves anyway, then Facebook might as well try and help them.
Although I think the system works in this way, which is that you can just report anyone, even if they haven't said something suicidal in their status. So this could lead to like a rash of teen reporting just as like a joke.
Well, so could 911, but we do have some people. You can call 911 and say,
wild teenagers.
This is my point. I mean, there is some. We do have some social responsibilities. We should have picked this as the obsessional. Everyone's very excited about it. I'm going to do my cheat, which is. Sorry, I'm just going to cut you off and just steamroll over this actually good conversation. For abusing you. That's a whole other thing, Lucas. My cheat, which I'll just mention very briefly because it's actually not that interesting, is that Donald Trump has now fired himself from the vaunted Donald Trump Republican presidential debate. Everybody else quit, and then he, except Newt, I think is the last man standing, and he has now fired himself.
He doesn't want to
debate himself.
Yeah.
I think we're just going to end up in this cycle where we have nothing but hours of Newt just talking direct to camera.
Santorum agreed to that debate too, people.
Santorum doesn't count,
I think the more
Susie.
debates that are canceled, the better.
Well, I think how many more of these things could we possibly
take it
have? And I'm ready for whoever.
I think the debates should keep on going.
Lucas is loving it. Lucas, how many of these debates have you watched?
I know. I watched the Daily Beast highlight video.
Oh, there you go. That's what I do too.
That's right. Good plug.
I've watched 0.3 of each debate.
0.3 of each debate.
Yeah.
I get about like 3 minutes in, and then I have to like go have a taco or something. Yeah. Okay. We're getting the. So Amazon. There's a group of writers and a group of independent booksellers who are justifiably, I don't know, really pissed at Amazon because they offered this thing over the weekend. We're encouraging customers to scan barcodes as at independent brick and mortar stores, as they say, and then offering them the option of finding cheaper books and cheaper stuff online, and also a $5 discount. So what do you guys think of this?
How Amazon stole Christmas. I mean, they're playing the Grinch here. You've got
I can't even say
these
anything
small
now.
brick and mortar retailers. I mean, I think it's bullying. It's sort of it's obnoxious, and it's totally unnecessary too. Everyone knows that books are cheaper on Amazon already.
I'm just gonna counterpoint you. It's the books you don't get a discount for. You get a discount for everything but the books.
but you can also
compare prices.
and you can also get used books through Amazon, so you can get cheaper books.
But we already know you can get cheaper books on Amazon.
Can I just also counterpoint you, to use Paula's term? This is a free market. It's not Amazon's responsibility to charge the same prices as everybody else. Yeah. If they can offer a better rate and if they can use technology to help them, nobody loves an independent bookseller more than I do. Yeah. I love these places. I go to them all the time. I think it's a tragedy if they all die.
You like to browse and not buy anything.
Who doesn't love Richard Russo and his fellow writers who are up in arms about this? But it does seem almost a little bit elitist to me, a little bit sanctimonious, and a little bit kind of, think about
most of their books are sold
think about people out there who don't have a lot of money and are trying to buy Christmas presents for everybody. Shouldn't they be able to save a little money if they can?
But it gets tricky because Amazon doesn't actually pay sales tax on many of the books that it sells, and so it's not only different prices, but it also has a different pricing structure. And so I think that they're taking a sort of unfair advantage.
I just think independent bookstores, independent retailers of all sorts, basically at this point rely on their charm, their person-to-personness,
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Being in person, and that's what they're going to have to keep relying on. They can't compete on price. We already knew that.
You can't force, for whatever reasons, they're saving money.
Ladies, let Lucas speak.
I feel like Lucas is doing a good job of making this argument. I just don't agree with that.
Right. Well, and actually, I was going to join with you on sort of one of your counterpoint points.
Okay.
That in fact, you've got people like Stephen King who have sold now or selling their independent ebooks directly through Amazon. And are now,
Sloane Crosley just did one also.
And are now complaining about Amazon's pricing structure. So it's a little bit of sort of two-faced here, that you're both, people are selling a lot of books through Amazon, and yet saying, how can Amazon price this way? How can Amazon
Absolutely.
this way?
All right, let's wrap this up. Final word, Paula.
I'm just going to do 2 words, even though it's breaking the law.
No one ever follows the rule of the final word.
I'm just going to call it whining capitalism.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's, I think, as close as we've gotten to an actual final word.
Yeah. That's
Lucas?
a meme. It's going to go viral.
Lucas, what do you have?
Grinch.
Grinch. I like that. And I'm going to go with bargain.
Good for the holidays.
Very well done.
That's all from us in Newsweek. Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow. Bargain. Who doesn't love a bargain?
I love a bargain.
Well,